The No Normies Podcast.
Well, hello, Brad. It's been about 50 years. How you been?
Jews? No. I wouldn't. I never touched them. I mean, that one time I had a bagel with one and it was delicious.
You know, that Trump has a good head on his get off me.
That's a paddler.
That's a paddler. How you doing, Brad?
Jim, I've had a fuck of a couple weeks, buddy. Not just because I've missed you, and I have missed you.
I missed you too.
But I've had some fucking health issues.
Let's go down the list.
Okay, all right. So let me just about 2 weeks ago, on the dot actually, because today's Friday. So yeah, it would be 2 weeks ago this Friday. I go to work and I've had a sore back. I woke up with just a sore lower back. You know, I'm not the healthiest guy. I think nothing of it. I go to work, and by the time 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm leaning against the sharpest, angle of a table, just like, oh, this is so much fucking pain. I go to my boss. I'm like, I gotta bounce. This is so much pain. I get home. By the time I drive an hour and a half home, I'm in 9 out of 10 pain. I'm on my back, and I'm just kind of doing one of those sick moans, just that, oh, one of those.
I think when that happened, I remember I texted you about something, and you responded with fuck. It was just fuck. Yeah. You're fuck. And I was like, what's up? My back's fucked. I'm fucked.
I think that was the last you heard of me for a couple days.
Well, Brad's, I just come in, I just tell Diana, Brad's dead. Well,
he's fucked.
I guess we're burying him. I don't know. He's a goner.
So that was Friday. Saturday, I wake up and I'm 10 out of 10 pain. Jeez. And it's now gone from my back to, it's now gone to a belt of fire around my midsection. So from my belly button around to my mid back on my right side is just fire. I've never felt nerve pain like this. I never want to feel nerve pain. It felt like somebody just lit a match and it just and just it was so
Did it feel like nails ripping across your stomach, kind of that kind of pain?
No, it didn't feel like that. It felt like fire. It really did feel like fire.
So a burning sensation.
A burning sensation, and it wouldn't stop. So I was icing my back, and I was sitting on my laying flat on the ground, and it just wouldn't help.
Did you see a doctor and a chiropractor, or how?
Well, I got Kaiser, so motherfucker, it's
Geyser. You're probably dead already.
But we'll still take your money. I went to so on Sunday I'm like, fuck it. I had to look up, and they do have people on the weekend for it. So I went in, and the doctor's hovering over me, and they're going, okay, from 1 to 10, how's your pain? I go 10, 10, 10. And my mother's with me just because she can drive. I can't fucking drive in this.
Right.
And so she's like, okay, we're gonna get some tests and whatnot. So they gave me a couple X-rays and a couple CT scans. Jim, I'm going to have two things. One of two things is going to happen to me. I'm either become the new Incredible Hulk from all the radiation I've gotten, or I'm going to grow a tumor the size of a person so I can legally drive in the carpool lane.
Or you get a tumor and you turn green. So that's that's the in between.
I'll take 3. Yeah,
that's 3. God.
So I went in. I had an X-ray. And then the next day I had a CT scan, which is the one with the little circle that you go in, on a little bed. And then I had another CT scan because they thought it was kidney stones. It fucking wasn't. Ooh. And then I went in, and also so on Monday they call me in. They're all, okay, so here's this and this and this. So it's probably your back. But we see a little darkness on your kidney. It might be kidney stones. Let's give you an MRI.
Fuck, dude.
Now the MRI is the one where it's like a sarcophagus. It's like a coffin where they put you in, and then you're just
you hear harmonic. You hear what am I trying to say?
Hermione. It's just all magnets and it's loud bangs. Yeah. And it's it's horrible because you're in there for 12, 20 minutes. I was sitting in the waiting room. There's a kid in there that was going to be like, okay, you're going to be in there for an hour. And I'm like, whoo, that sucks.
If I remember, too, they told you to remove anything that was metal, right?
Yeah, you can't go in there because it's a giant
I've heard our stories.
Yeah, because I've seen photos on the internet when some orderly would come in with a wheelchair or something. It would immediately slam into it because it's metallic. And then you'd have to junk the entire multi-$1,000 machine. You cannot turn that off.
Professor X, no!
Get out of my MRI machine, Logan.
So if you have any metal in your body, it's gonna come flying the fuck out. Yeah.
I remember the last place I went for like medical checkup was someplace in Berkeley, and this dude was telling me a story because I also had to get in one of those machines for whatever checkup reason. I think something was wrong with my neck. I forget.
Yeah,
it was a while ago. He told me about the story where this gangster kid came into the lobby, and they weren't aware that he had a grill.
Oh shit! What?
So the dude, he basically told he told me that the kid made it all the way to the machine.
Wait. The orderly didn't notice the shiny shit in his mouth?
Didn't know, because the dude, when he talked, supposedly kept putting his head down, putting his hand over his mouth. And so the guy, but it's like, you can't really blame it on the guy who's checking men, because it's like,
true.
This dude was probably really like, maybe, I don't know why you put your
whatever, he was hiding it, yeah.
Because maybe, I mean, when people eat, yeah, you put your hand sometimes for your mouth just so your like shit doesn't fly out.
So he's in there with the gurney.
He's in there, and supposedly when they cranked it on, the guy could see from a distance. Like, imagine someone sitting down from a distance, and all of a sudden you see this chunk of like metal fly out of a mouth.
Yep.
And he just goes, ah! Like it flew out and it smacked into the machine, and it started like scraping around, like it started moving around.
Holy fuck!
So the good thing is,
did it tear his teeth out?
No, but like the good thing is that like it's one of those grills that you lay on top of your teeth.
Yeah.
So good for him.
What a dumbass.
Good for you.
Oh man.
You were lucky.
So yeah, they get the MRI results back, and they're like, yes, we could tell they look at my spine. They're like, yes, here it is. There's a bulge. You have a bulge disc. Now, a bulge disc. There's a spine.
Sexy.
It's you got a little bulge, and so you're coming on to me. So your spine, you have bone, and you have discs between the bones,
right,
for cushioning. Mine is just a little. When you have a bulge disc, it's just where this cushioning kind of bubbles out a little bit because it's been compressed so much. I have that.
Right.
Good news is 6 to 12 months, I'll be better. Bad news is I can't touch anything over 20 pounds. So my little, like, chubby little niece, I can't pick her up. I mean,
you just have to have like a stick with like a hand on the end of it, and just
I need to have a fat guy grabber.
Like, yeah. Just a claw.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so.
Or just have a stick to just poke her away. Like, no.
Hey, I love you.
Hug the stick. Yeah.
Hug the stick. She gets older, she's just gonna think that's you, like a stick. Like she'll never see you. You're basically like a puppeteer. Like she loves the puppet, not you.
I'm a Muppet to her, yeah. And then but they're also like, we also found something interesting in this, and you never want to fucking hear that.
What?
They found a little darkness on the MRI, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have you go in for an angiogram.
Wait, like cancerous kind of thing? Is that kind of like, is that...
No, they didn't know what it was. They said
it was
artifact.
a mystery.
The word is artifact, and that's when they see something dark that they don't know what it is. It's like the UFO inside your body. So I go in, and this time with the CT scan, they hook me up to this fucking like little nozzle. It kind of looks like, remember when you get an X-ray from a dentist?
Yeah.
It has that kind of like cannon look to it?
Yep.
Well, at the end of this cannon that's hanging over the MRI machine...
Just a dick.
I would have been comfortable with that. I would have been, yeah. Just like, all right, just deep throat it and you'll be done.
Huge.
No, there's this long, like, curly tubing. It's an IV. They have to inject you with iodine because they wanted to check my circulatory system.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
This is the weirdest shit.
Yep.
So they put it in me, and I'm like, okay.
Put it in you.
Sorry,
I don't know why. Sorry.
No, keep going. So they inject me with it. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for this. And immediately the back of my throat starts heating up. And I'm like, what is going on? And then it just shoots down my trunk of my body into my balls. And now my balls and the back of my throat are like, they're not on fire, but they're pretty warm. Like
Jesus
I just drank
Christ.
a whole latte immediately.
So you're basically powering up.
I feel like I'm going Super Saiyan in the most perverted way. Yes. It's... I'll never forgive you, Fraser. Now look at my dick.
Kakarot! My balls, Kakarot!
Oh, nerdisms. She's like, okay, just calm down. I'm like, I asked him, is this normal?
They said calm down. Were you looking all panky, or were you?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm slowly turning.
You're just quiet, like my balls. What the fuck's up with my balls? Why do my balls hurt?
And she noticed. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, well, the back of my throat and my body is kind of warm. She's like, oh, that's just the iodine. I'm like, what's it made of? She's like, stuff.
What's it made of? Good question.
Yeah.
Boop, just turns the button on.
I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking work
So
here.
they did that, and I get out, and I'm just shaking my head like, what the fuck next? What else is coming? And so I get this is about midweek last week.
Yeah.
And they tell me, okay, well, we found out what it was. You have a calcification in one of your main arteries in your body.
Fuck, dude.
Now, what that means is, that means there's a tiny, like, little, like, calcified, like, portion of just, like, cells of calcium that have just kind of just, like, decided to just chill right there.
Right.
And it's in my body where it's in the main torso. You have one giant artery vein going down for bringing the blood in, and one giant artery vein going out. And mine is in the IVC, the
Intravenous or something like that?
internal vena cava. I don't know.
Internal software.
Yeah, it's IBM. It's in my IBM.
IBM.
Yeah. I'm a Mac guy, so fuck them. So it's in there, but it's not a big deal. So it's like basically what my doctor says. Like, if we MRI'd everybody in the world, someone would have something in there somewhere.
Oh, dude, yeah. I probably have like one of those small trolls, the lucky trolls with like the gems in their belly.
Oh, I love those.
Isn't that great? But I'm just saying,
Hard
like,
to like wish on his belly though.
yeah, I know, right?
You really got to get in a weird position.
But I digress. But no, but it's true. That is totally true. Like, I feel like if people did have like a checkup every week,
Yeah.
there's something growing in everybody.
Exactly. So they
Something
made
weird.
me worried for nothing about that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you fuckers. So that's in there. So like, okay, neither here nor there. We'll have another, like, we'll go in again a year from now and see if it's,
Right,
if
right.
it's bigger.
Yep.
But basically, so now I got to fuck back. And I can't touch anything over 20 pounds for like...
over 20 years old.
No, over 20 years old. Like, I have to touch things that are over 20 years old. That's the fucking law.
That's the law. This ain't Nevada.
You can't be a pedophile anymore, Brad, for 6 to 12 months.
Reno's really nice this time of year. I just want to say.
And hairless. So that's been my week. And then
Jesus,
just
man.
a couple days ago, one of my nuts started hurting too. And I'm just like, God damn
So
it.
I'm starting to see a theme
Yeah.
just popping up here. So what's so Brad? Let me just get in a very nice position. So Brad, tell me more about your what's going on with your balls. What's up with your nuts, buddy?
What's going on with Brad's balls?
Time for that hour? What's going on with Brad's balls? Come on down. That's a huge projector.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I'm from Wisconsin, and I think Brad's balls are shriveling up and dying.
Next caller.
So I go into the doctor for the probably 6th time, and she's like, what the fuck do you need now? There she is. She won't leave me alone, Jim.
Hello.
This is an urgent public service announcement
What?
informing you that you are now qualified under a recent bill passed in Congress
Ooh.
called the
Ooh.
American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, permanently reducing
This isn't Brad's balls.
That
Continue.
means I think Trump's offering you a free Mexican.
I think so too. Sorry, I interrupt your balls.
back to balls, guys. So I'm just like, yeah, I got this kind of like a pain in my nut, and she's like, sure you do. You're a pain in my nut. And so it's like, it's discomforting. It's not comfortable, but it doesn't hurt.
Right.
And so I did a urine test. She's like, oh, you probably have something called epididymitis, and basically that's what this means is like you got your balls. Okay,
You're just falling apart.
yeah. Now, Jim, you got your balls, okay?
You got your
You
balls.
got your balls, and you have your ball, and then there's a thing that's holding it down. Your little connecting tissue.
Those are called angel arms. My church taught me that.
Yeah, it's hugging me a little too tight right now.
Yeah.
God's hugging my nut a little too tight. Well, the thing that's holding onto the testicle is called the epididymis.
Gotcha.
And that thing got infected. Now,
Jesus Christ. That can happen?
that can happen, but it's purely normal. She says it's basically just from like a guy
Rubbing your balls on shit everywhere.
I'm not going to stop doing it.
But did she actually have a reason why it happened?
Yes, the reason is that basically, like, every once in a while, like some your urine will back up in your dick.
Oh, so it's like a urinary tract infection.
Kind of like
but for
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, so it just backs up and like gets in there and like your thing's like, oh, I don't want that, and he gets all pissy. So like my nut's
I
all
don't want
angry.
that.
Yeah, exactly. That's my nut.
I don't want that. Affleck.
Gilbert Godfrey is my nuts.
Hey,
They
Brad,
kinda
aren't
look
you
like
going to
it.
touch me?
Problem Child 2 was
Problem
a
Child.
very underrated film. I'm kind of sweaty.
Aladdin 4, The Nut Adventure. You're gonna go. Wait. Aladdin 4. You're gonna go nuts.
I can show you my balls.
Whoa, balls.
Shining, shimmering.
I don't know, Al. Those are some crazy nuts. Balls. Well, that is that. I just
Basically, what I'm saying is, Jim, I'm dying. 32. You just turned 30.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
So you have. I'm your future.
good segue. Yeah. So well, first off, sorry about your balls, and I'm sorry about your back, Mr. Smithers.
Yeah.
Sir.
Thank you for the apology for my balls. I'm looking at you for the cause.
Yeah, it's knowing us, it probably was my fault. Yeah, no, I just turned 30. That was new. This is a new chapter.
That happened.
So yeah, I turned 30 on May 15th, which was I guess last Monday. I think it was last Monday.
In 2017.
In
the year of our Lord.
2017. Yeah, it was really cool. My family came up from the East Coast. My sister came up.
They came up from the coast.
They came up from the coast. They came up from the cove.
From the
A lot of dead
Massachusetts
dolphins
Isles.
at the cove of Massachusetts. They came from the East Coast. My sister came up from LA with her boyfriend Ron, cool guy, and Diana came out, and we just we just fucking shoved our faces full of food. Just
Nice.
ate. Like, this is the first. I feel like I'm definitely falling into the whole thing of like, it's my birthday. Like, this is me 5 years ago. It's my birthday. Gotta do something cool. Let's get our friends together. Let's do a party.
Yeah.
And now it's like, hey, it's my birthday. Cool. Fuck, I gotta fill out these taxes. Like, it was just, yeah, it was different. I really didn't give a shit. I forgot it was my birthday, actually.
Yeah.
There was so much going on because
Well,
my
you're
family was
super busy.
visiting.
Yeah.
Super busy. I got a full-time job now. I'm moving into Diana's place. There's a lot of shit going on. But it was a good birthday. Like, I went to work, forgot my birthday, so the door was locked, and I'm like trying, why the fuck won't this door open? I open it up, and they're like, hey! And they fucking just covered my
So
my
Fonzie was
desk.
there.
Fonzie was there.
Yeah.
They had Fat Albert's dead in the corner because he had some heart issue. It was really
Okay.
Flabble, flubble, flabble. That's the one with the cap. And yeah, it's kind of a racist cartoon. There, I got stopped. It's the one with the cap. And
That's not your cartoon. It's our cartoon.
but it was really fucking cool. Like, first time ever, I'm working with like a really cool team of professionals
That's awesome.
who are actually really cool and chill.
Yeah.
And so they gave me some nice little hugs, and they said, happy birthday. And I was like, cool. And then lunch happened, and my co-editor, the guy next to me, was like, hey, do you want to get some lunch? And the other editor behind me is like, oh, let's get lunch. Jim, where do you want to eat? And I was like, not thinking much of it because we always ask each other, like, where do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Go outside. We're talking for a while more than usual. I ordered this giant curry, like, lunch, and we're eating, and we're finished. I come back, and as I'm walking, I'm like, oh, that curry I'm so full on curry, happy birthday. And there's like the production manager comes in with a giant cake, and I was like, no. And she pops it down, and the cake was the best thing I've ever seen. It was a cake of Nicolas Cage as a banana, and he's shirtless, so he's coming out of the banana. So God bless you guys
That is
for
so cool.
putting together the best cake I've ever seen. And I ate that, and it was, got a sugar rush.
Did you at least save the Nicolas Cage part?
So here's the funny part. We ate like the banana and a little bit of his chest, and one of our other editors were out of the office, so we saved. I cut Cage's head off. Like, I put a slice with Nicolas Cage's head on the slice in the fridge for her, right? Yeah. And I came back, and the next day I was like, hey, I'm like smiling, like, I saved you some cake. And she opened it. She's like, that is fantastic. But then she forgot about it, so now there's just a piece of Nicolas Cage head cake in the fridge still.
Get some cage cake.
Cage cake. Cage cake. Can I eat the cage? Cage cake. That's high praise. But that was great. And then after that, I went back to the East Bay, came back from SF, met up with my family. We went to Cholita Linda's, which is a really amazing fucking Mexican fucking restaurant, fucking Mexican restaurant.
You gotta get
Telegraph.
angry about this.
It's the fucking shit, bro. But we ate there, and it was great. And then all of a sudden, I hear, just like, again, I think I even said, like, oh my God, today was crazy. I ate cake. I'm so full on cake. And then my mom's like, happy birthday. And like another fucking cake comes out from underneath the table. I'm like, no, stop the cake, please. And so, yeah, I threw up that night. Like, it's just,
Oh man.
it was a good turning 30. Like, it didn't hit me until days later that, like, I started to feel a little depressed. Because I think everyone kind of, you envision where you are in your life around that time.
Oh, of course.
I think everyone does this, but now more than ever, it's like I've definitely done really well using escapism. Then now it's like my TV shows aren't helping anymore. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, But it just makes me want to work harder. I want to do more shit.
Yeah, I don't like celebrating my birthday because
I can see why. I can see why now.
Totally, because I haven't since I was like 20. I'm just like, I don't want to celebrate my birthday because I feel like it's like I feel like
countdown.
I haven't moved forward in the past year.
I mean, I would say you did, but like,
yeah, that's my depression talking. Whiny, boo-hoo, white male feels bad.
No, let's hear from your nuts. Hey, Brad, don't worry, it's me.
Oh, right nut? Is that you?
It's me, buddy. Everything's gonna work out just fine. Affleck.
Take your pill, right nut.
I stopped doing the commercials because I said something about the Japanese. Look it up.
Oh, right nut, you racist fuck.
But really, look it up. Affleck, he got fired from the job.
Back in my
Anyways, no, it was cool. Being 30 is fine. My dad jokingly said, "Great, now you have 10 years to do something." I was like, "Cool."
He's right.
He's right.
He's fucking right.
And then it's almost like everyone just kept hitting me with stuff because then Diane says, "Cool, 10 years is gonna go quickly." I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, when
Fuck
you hit 30,
everybody.
Yeah, and you're just like, I'm almost 40. Oh my god, I remember that happening to my parents. No,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I don't want to go down that path.
Yeah, do you remember your parents having like their over the hill party, the
40
party?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, as I remember, like vividly sitting next to them as
These
they're blowing the
sad fucks.
couch. Yeah, I'm just like, you're so fucking old. I'll never be that. And I was just like, I'm 8 years away from being that. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
7. Holy damn.
You're fine.
Okay. Right nut, you still with me? Right nut?
Brad,
Okay, good.
you're dying.
All right, that's usually what my nuts
You
say
just
to me.
gotta exercise and eat that Soylent. Fucking. But yeah, no, that was really cool. And we celebrate some things during this month. Like my sister bought me tickets to see Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. No, I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson. It was really cool.
Live in concert? Jesus, who opened for him, Foghat?
Damn it. Boom, 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 boom.
Black hole! Take it easy!
He's on like the triangle. It was really cool. It was for a book tour. He just came out with a book called I do love, I'm looking at the book right now. I do love how his name's humongous. Yeah. I think he knows how popular he is right now because it goes, Neil deGrasse Tyson! Astrophysics for people in a hurry. Look how tiny that is. Astrophysics for people in a hurry is the tiniest fucking font I've ever seen.
Actually, I like that it says astrophysics, people. Hurry.
People, yeah. Whoever put the design together kind of messed up a little bit.
Yeah, it's
but
a pretty book.
It's a pretty book. It's cool. It's cool though. So when I went there, I didn't tell you about this, but when I went there, I brought Diana, I was expecting something a little bit dry, and I was actually not. Sometimes I have to be in the right headspace to hear something about physics. It's like either something cool and fascinating, but like I was ready to just maybe fall asleep. I was really tired because it's all the way in Sacramento. It was a 2-hour drive. We get there.
Oh yeah.
I sit down. I'm looking around because it's always interesting to see the crowd. Like what do they look like? You got people who look like they're in shape. You got people who look like they loved X-Files a little too much. So it's like that kind of like
fedoras abound.
Fedoras, beards that smell a little bit like cookie dough. But he gets up there and he's like, well, tonight he's trying to explain what it's going to be about because we thought it was for the book tour, which it was, but there's also something else. And he goes, tonight this session is going to be called
Pussy.
Pussy. Give me a dollar. He goes, and the title was for the show, An Astrophysicist Goes to the Movies.
No.
And I literally, my face went, and I turned, I looked at Diana, I was like,
She's just like, God damn,
yeah, she's
I'm letting you into my
like,
house.
Fuck. I was so happy because I'm thinking like, what are the chances? Because my sister didn't know when she bought the tickets, and when I went there, it's just like, shit. And so he talked about all these movies, and he told me, he basically went over what movies got the science right and what movies got the science wrong. And it's hilarious seeing someone at his profession and his intellectual I guess level, if you want to be more accurate about that.
Yeah.
He fucking dumped on movies. There's nothing more funny than him losing his shit over movies. It was the greatest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, how many movies got it right, in my opinion?
Like
two?
3.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of he did 20.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
And the first one he brought up was Armageddon.
Yeah.
And I was like, sweet. So he talked about how meteorites, they came in the wrong direction. That was really funny. He talked about how nukes, of course, won't work because if you blow that up, there's more meteorites. It doesn't actually push them out of the way; it just makes more.
And Ben Affleck, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Aerosmith's daughter, pretty hot still. He brought up. So when he comments on a movie, for some reason CNN or a big news outlet picks up on the story, and it backfires on him because he'll just try. Like he talked about gravity and how many things they got wrong in that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And people get really angry when he points out things, and they basically comments on Twitter is like, please just enjoy the movie, which I get, which is fine, but you want to know.
It's my job, asshole.
Yeah, it's his job. If I did that, people would be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like, that would be the comment back to me. He basically showed us a Twitter. He saved this and he put it on the projector. Someone wrote to Neil. This was really funny because he warned people in the audience before about language. He goes, yeah, so I kind of stopped writing reviews about some movies just because this happened. And he put up this giant Twitter handle. It was basically someone tweeted out, and his name was like something like Science or like Movie Science Man or something like that. So the guy was in the, like, he feels like that's his fucking category.
Sure.
He wrote back, hey, Neil deGrasse Tyson, shut the fuck up. I tried to take a picture real quickly because I was like, oh my God. Yeah. And my cell phone fell out of my hand, and all these other people were snapping pictures because the funniest thing is seeing Neil deGrasse Tyson. He fell down when he put it on the projector. He fell into the field position, and everyone was
laughing. So
he was looked like he was upset. He's falling down, but we were laughing hard because behind this guy who's an astrophysicist, it says "Shut the fuck up, Neil deGrasse Tyson." And if I got a really clear picture, it'd be him huddled over in front of this giant projector. It was great.
I'm sure that's on the internet somewhere.
It's got to be on the internet somewhere. And the last thing that surprised me was Dolph Lundgren. Am I saying that right? Dolph Lundgren, who was in. If people don't know, he was in Rocky 3.
Yeah,
not Rocky 2. Rocky 3.
I don't know. He's in Rocky.
The one who basically said, "I will break you.
It will break you.
I will break you." Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got fucking degrees out the ass. He's a scientist. He has degrees in chemistry.
Damn,
like top degrees. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
And then chin you could cut butter.
In a chin that could cut the ladies' breasts, nipples, stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Oh Jesus!
Save me! Help!
Cut.
But like the funny thing is, he showed a clip from. He said, and Neil goes, "Who in the audience? I'm trying to try the voice. Who in the audience like the Expendables?" And of course, we're looking around because we're like, "Who the fuck like the Expendables?" We're like all these like nerdy people. Who the fuck likes that fucking ass macho man? And we're looking around, and one guy lifts his hand up, and then quickly jumps back down. He puts it back down, and he goes, "Well, check this out." And he puts it on the screen. He showed a clip in the movie where, for whatever reason, like, fucking Stallone's doing a knife thing, a trick with his hand where he's like trying to stab his fingers and missing it, kind of thing. Yeah. And he got all the macho people
the
in a bar.
5-finger fillet.
Exactly. And you got these people in a bar talking at a table. For whatever reason, there's just a weird random cut they threw in there of Dolph Lundgren's character writing on the napkin, I believe some formula for like an old Einstein formula onto a napkin. And he wrote the whole formula out on a napkin for whatever reason, and then he cut away, and he's laughing, and he's like, he crumpled and he threw at the guy. That was the whole scheme. That was the whole scene. I don't know why it was in there, but then Neil decided to freeze the frame, and he's looking at it, and he goes, see all that right there? That's all accurate about energy and mass. Huh. And it's just like, holy shit! This guy's he's
legit. Huh?
He's a superhero, basically. He's like Elon Musk level. It's crazy.
Nice.
But it was a cool night. It was a really cool night. And then, like, lastly, I found out I was super allergic to just pollen and stuff because Sacramento, everything was blooming up there.
Oh, Christ!
And so we're in the stadium. I literally, like, if you were in the stadium, and you heard him talking, you would hear in the background.
From all the nerds.
From me.
Oh.
Just from me. I was the only person. I'm like watering and we're leaving Sacramento. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. Please drive faster.
You look like Will Smith from Hitch.
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm 40.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that was
overall a good time.
It was a great time. I had a good birthday. Seeing Neil was really fucking sweet. Getting a book. That was all. I got his book. It's pretty cool. Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain. Nice. What else have you been up to, man? What else is going on?
Well, besides from
dying,
you're
nuts,
and pain.
Yeah,
not having a good time.
So, anyways, my life is really great right now. No, I mean I like I was talking about earlier. It's like right now a lot's going on. I'm moving into my girlfriend's apartment, which we're currently broadcasting this will be the new studio space. This corner, this new will make up a new studio space, I guess. Ooh. Diana, food now. We need some food for my guest. Brad, do you want some food?
How quickly this changes.
Yeah, we want water. Ugh, get the water. Brad, do you want cola? Get him cola.
I didn't say I wanted any.
Shut up. You'll all respect me. I'm the man of the apartment. Jesus. Yeah, no, a lot going on, and the 9-to-5 job is starting to kind of kill me a little bit. I'm dying inside, but it's cool. People are cool, but it's just the grind's definitely like it's way different from freelance. How's your job going? How's everything?
Well, I mean, it's the same. I mean, it hasn't changed. Currently, right now, I am almost completely out of money, and I have to pay bills tomorrow, so that'll be an interesting dodge. I also have. I'm gonna probably drop my dental insurance because I can't afford it. Struggle, get the grind.
Seriously.
Start doing maybe hawking some meth somewhere. I don't know.
Hand stuff.
Hand
stuff.
You said it before.
Say it again. Sponsored by Hand Stuff. Yeah, man. Well, it's fucking tough. Yeah.
But I got to. I mean, like when I was on my back, I got to finish all the Mystery Science Theaters, the new ones. So that was fucking awesome.
That's another good segue before you continue.
Yeah, I'm super glad that they're good.
Yeah,
and then it's one of those like reboots that you're like, okay, good, it works out. And the new voices for the robots, they sound similar except for Gypsy. I kind of don't need her.
She's now. I think you talked about this too. Like the characters, if the people have watched, if the people are fans, if you guys have watched Mystery Science Theater, it's like, yeah, Gypsy was very static in the corner, would never come down from the ceiling, but now it hovers basically. It comes down. Yeah, it's more interactive. It's way more involved. Yeah, and the voice is more natural, I would say, right? Because the other one was like way high pitched voice trying to be a woman.
I don't know who voices it, but it's just I don't know. It seems like every time she comes in, it doesn't they kind of fall flat. So I don't know if it's just a writing event, but
they just get Am Carolla do the voice.
But I like that. Hey, like, the intro is done by Harmar Superstar.
Yeah,
and like I love that. Just Patton Oswalt is fucking.
It's the way they rebranded the series. Yeah, it's great. It's amazing what they did.
Jerry Seinfeld comes in. Fucking Joel comes in.
Did not see that one yet.
You didn't see Seinfeld yet?
So I'm a little behind the episodes. You're not really giving much away.
Well, like
Seinfeld.
Look,
whoa.
The first three are kind of a slow. They're a very slow burn, and I feel like they're getting to it. There's a cowboy episode called I think it's just like the Beast of Yucca Flats. That one is fucking perfect.
I love the title.
It really goes. They find their footing and.
Yeah.
It's back to back, so it's around like the fourth or fifth one. It gets really good. So it was good. I finished all those in like a couple days, and then I downloaded. I'm gonna buy it. Don't worry about it. I downloaded Lego Batman, and I'm of the ilk for I see that as blatant commercialism. Like Lego movie,
nothing but
The Lego movie was cute to me. It wasn't great. I know I'm gonna get yelled at.
No, the Lego movie for me is if. I just think of the Clockwork Orange scene when you're tied to the chair and the eyelids are posted up.
Thank you.
Yes. I feel like it's like that, but instead of you watching people getting killed on screen, I just feel like there's a guy dressed in a very bright neon jumpsuit throwing glitter into your eyes every 5 seconds.
That's about right.
It was over the top of just way too much eye candy. My eyes were. I felt sick when I watched that.
Yeah, and it was just too much.
It's too quick too. There's no pause. There's just hyper joke, and it's just holy fuck.
It was too much. And then, but the Lego Batman, it goes through his universe, so it was kind of grounded.
So is there a backstory? Do they give a whole backstory in that one?
No, it's just like Batman being Batman.
So you need to know there's not anyone on this planet who doesn't know who Batman is, but it's
no. It's if you've lived to a point where you're sentient and can talk, you can understand all these jokes because. Yeah. But they also do a couple jokes from the old Batmans and like
Adam West,
Adam West styles. Cool. Cool. I went through a phase, and it shows him in the old Batman suit.
It's cool.
But it's done really nice. Will Arnett's the perfect voice for Batman. He's like an asshole completely, and then Michael Cera as the nerdy Robin. It's really cute. And
Michael Cera.
It's actually good. Yeah, and then Doug Benson does the voice of Bane. A lot of comedians. Zach
Benson?
Galifianakis is the Joker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's really good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'll buy that one definitely, just because it's very comic booky. And it's all comic book jokes, so
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
To jump back into Mystery Science Theater though, so who does the intro again? You mentioned a name.
Harmar Superstar.
That's cool. Yeah, I know of them for sure.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's just a fat guy. Kind of looks like the son of Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I really dig his songs.
Wait, is it solo guy? I thought it was a band.
Solo.
Is it? Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He's the main Skull Crew guy without the helmet in the beginning.
Is it called the Skull Team or Skull Crew? I'm trying to they had the
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. Yeah. So the funny thing is, in the original Mystery Science Theater, I remember I did a lot of research because when computer, like I use the computer for everything, research especially. Like I need to know things right away. I was weird when I watch shows. I need to know who did the theme song.
Yeah.
And I found out about one of my favorite bands, Man or Astro Man, did the original theme song for Mystery Science Theater.
Right.
And they were a band that did like it was rockabilly and surf music and like intergalactic rock, whatever the fuck that meant. But they were super cool because they're like a 90s band that performed in like NASA spacesuits, like jumpsuits.
Nice. Like
And-
continuation of a Devo kind of style.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like for the 90s though, and they used a lot of whammy bars, but like it was cool. Like I love the feel.
You gotta have the whammy.
You gotta have the whammy.
Bernie Sanders just comes like, you gotta have the 1% of the whammy of the bar.
You're gonna lose it. You're gonna need that pickle. You're gonna get the pickle. Can't get the
Should
pickle.
have voted for me, if motherfuckers.
Look where you are now. Like, yeah, no, it's. I think the old Mystery Science Theater did a great job branding it because of such a low budget and shoestring. And even with this giant budget now from Kickstarter and from fans in general, the new branding, the way they went, it just works. Like, I love how. I thought Jonah Ray was cool. I liked hearing him on The Nurse. I liked hearing him with whatever projects he was going on. And
Yeah.
I think he's a funny dude. He definitely makes up this generation of nerds scenes because he's very hipster looking. So it just works because you see that.
That's what I originally was afraid of.
No, I was too. I was too because it's like you don't see him in many other things. You just heard him from Chris Hardwick's projects, and then now you see him on like I think he did like
He has his own travel channel, like
yeah
spoof.
on CISO.
Yeah, on CISO.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I think it's great.
I haven't bought it, but I saw it like 2
did you see the Boston episode?
Yes. I also saw the new episode they did on Miami, and that one was really fucking good.
It's called Hidden America. Yeah.
Did you see the Miami one?
No, I haven't seen that one.
We'll watch that.
We should watch
too.
that one.
But yeah,
and
yeah,
and
it worked.
also to continue like. Two beautiful motherfuckers will be going to see them live soon.
I think I'm glad that we saw it
Well, yeah,
happening,
dude,
and I said like I called you up. I'm like, Jim, we have to go. I'm gonna get the tickets.
So thank you for the birthday present.
Of
That's
course,
very-
man. Of course.
very
Happy
rad.
birthday, yeah. And I'm
Super
glad that I
rad.
could share this with somebody because again, nobody in my family watches Mystery Science Theater. They're nerdy, but like to a girly like point. Okay, well they're nerdy in their own way, but I'm the movie guy, so.
Totally. And I think if you guys, look it up online. Mystery Science Theater is going to be touring the United States. Hopefully, I mean, it's really big among the young generation, so try hard to get those tickets. They're pricey too. So
Yeah.
try. Yeah, man. And have you seen, so you haven't seen Guardians, right?
I've not seen it yet, no.
Oh my God. So without giving much away, because I'm hopefully, if you want to see it, I'll see it with you. I'll see it again.
Yeah, sure.
It's that fucking good.
Nice.
It was better.
I was hoping.
It was better than the first.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, right. Like everyone that's seen the movie would say that. I'd be like, "You want to see Guardians?" They would say like, "It's better than the first." And I saw it. I didn't want to believe it because in my head, you know how like you don't want to psych yourself out.
Well, the first one was so out of nowhere, and it
was
hit all
great.
the
It was
buttons.
unique.
Yeah,
and you have cool
that's
characters.
a hard thing to follow.
Yeah. Especially from a comic that people aren't familiar with. This number 2, I think there was so much pressure on these guys that instead of James Gunn just like keeping to himself, I think he reached out to other people for ideas.
Oh, really?
And he made more of a collaboration because this film feels like just a giant, like, you know how there's the Marvel universe. I feel like this has its own universe. It's huge. The credit scenes are like another movie.
Can I ask, is John C. Reilly in this one too?
No.
Okay.
I think
not
he's
saying.
mentioned maybe. It's like, yeah, that's the one thing you're not going to. It's just like I can't see it now.
Yeah.
But Steve Brule is in it.
Nice.
Hey, Dingus. Star Lord.
Save the world,
Dingus. Hi.
So it definitely hits it all, huh?
It's amazing. The soundtrack is. I do think I would have to say I agree with some people that the first movie soundtrack was better, but this one also works so fucking well. They had what's his name? Snake Plissken. What's his name? What's the actor's name?
Oh, Kurt
Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Kurt Russell. You know,
Now, here's what I disagree with. I don't know if it was the directors or the advertising team. Don't fucking show Kurt Russell's face.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
So,
but it didn't hurt it. Huh?
it didn't hurt it, but like being like into movies very much and like knowing how the setup should work, I think
Yeah.
they should have definitely hit the reveal for a while because it'd be have much more of an impact if Star-Lord was just rambling on some, like a planet somewhere and he just pops up and they start talking and he's like,
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? You know, the kind of thing.
Fucked your mom.
It's that by itself, like being him cast as Ego the planet or Ego I think it's the planet.
He is Vigo.
Vigo, Ghostbusters. Look at me. It was really well done. Like the characters,
Cool.
and it's not. again, not to give anything else away, but it's not just mainly focused on Star-Lord this time. It's a lot of different characters.
Yeah.
It's great. Seriously, let's see it sometime, and I would love to see it a second time. It's great. It's a fucking
man.
blast.
I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah, baby Groot. That's all I gotta say.
It looks adorable.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Credits are so good.
I wonder, was Vin Diesel the voice of that too?
I don't know. I pondered about that too, because the way some movies work is, like The Force Awakens. Remember how they had the guy who, what's his name? The guy who was in Transpotting. The guy who was in like Episode 1 of Star Wars.
Liam Neeson.
No, the other dude.
No, I know. Ewan McGregor.
Oh, thank you. What the fuck? Brad, this is your balls. You being an asshole.
One with the Force.
Oh, with the Force, Affleck. So did you know that they just scooped up his sound bite and put it in Force Awakens?
Where?
So do you remember when what's the girl's name?
Han Solo.
Darth Vader.
Chewbacca.
Ray. She had the little dream sequence.
Oh, he was in that?
You hear the voice.
What's he saying? Like, Anakin, don't.
I have the high ground. What the fuck does that mean? Don't Anakin, I have the higher ground. What? What?
I gotta take care of this fucker, kid.
But like,
weird,
yeah,
okay.
they did the same thing with him. I think for the first one, they just took his voice and they just sped up or like changed the pitch.
So I can't imagine Vin Diesel not wanting to get paid for that and just like come in and like. Just
they gave him. They probably, if anything, they recycled his sound bites, but they probably gave him loads of money.
Yeah.
Still. That's that's the one thing. If that movie wasn't so good, I'd be pissed about it. But like, whatever, give him as much as he needs.
Sure,
because it fucking rocked my ass out of the water.
Nice.
And I'm curious to see Alien Covenant.
Oh, really?
Which I heard wasn't too good.
From the trailer, it looked like shit. I'm just like, I hope like fucking Kenny Powers. Like, at least is fun in this movie.
I killed you, alien.
Yeah.
Boom. That's really good.
Just ends up skull fucking it to death.
Skull fucking, like, throws a curveball into, like, its balls.
Yes.
Boom. He's, like, has chew in his mouth.
You're fucking out. I'm fucking in.
Fucking in. Yeah, whatever, alien.
Yeah, I would definitely, like, see that with you in, like, in the back of the theater so we could just make fun of it.
I would just fucking trash it the whole time. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Alien series. Like,
totally, yes.
Because you had Ripley Scott when he was fucking at his prime doing number 1 and number 2, and it's a little dated if you watch it. It does look like a guy in a suit.
Totally.
But the quick cuts and like the just really cool atmosphere.
It holds up.
It's great. It's great. And then they got fucking. Didn't David Fincher do one of the movies?
Third one.
That wasn't good, right? That was a bad one.
It was.
One question. Was it the one that had the basketball court in it? Was there a basketball
that's
scene?
Alien Resurrection. That
There's
one is
4?
bullshit. Yes, that's the one with Ron Perlman.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Because the third one is when she crash lands from after saving Newt, and Newt dies because there was they crash land. She's the only survivor, and then she gets infected with an alien queen, and she's on the prison planet with all the guys. And
you're claiming that's number 4?
That's number 3. See, David Fincher, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, he did do 3.
Yeah. So that's when she dies because she has an alien queen growing inside of her.
I don't remember number 4 though.
Number 4, she's dead. So number 4 takes up where it's like the thousands and thousands and thousands of years after that, they are basically weaponizing all the aliens, all the xenomorphs, and then they resurrect her because they
Alien
mix her with the
Resurrection?
blood.
Oh,
and
that was
Winona Ryder
terrible.
is the new android.
That was fucking terrible.
It's
remember
laughable,
now.
Yeah.
I totally remember that. Ron Perlman was number 3.
4.
Number 4. Okay, so that one had the basketball. So number 3, Dave Fincher is still in my heart. So that's good.
Yeah, number 3 was like, I mean, it was definitely kind of like, it doesn't fit, but I mean, it's definitely visually, it's pretty cool. I mean, the alien, but unfortunately, the alien in that one is really kind of like, you can tell it's early CGI, and it's like a dog alien.
Like this dude?
No, that's the hybrid alien. That's the alien.
Mama kind of fucking bullshit.
The white alien. Of course, it's the white alien that's the lame one. He just comes out with a sweater around his neck. Anybody got any mayonnaise?
Yeah, that was fucking random as shit. I mean, Bradicals, man. I think we covered mostly everything.
Yeah. It's I'm gonna try and keep talking a little more. We're gonna try and keep this more regular podcast.
I'll try to, guys.
We'll try.
I mean, I dig that people listen to this and they're starting to like.
I don't make another clickbait one.
We got to, man. I do love how people are starting to really just dive into this. Like, people binge these episodes. I love that. you guys actually like hearing us talk. We don't, but we my voice is the last thing I want to hear. But with that said, neuter your pets.
Cut your dog's dick off.
Hey, Brad, that's not very nice. It's me, your testicle again.
Get back in there.
Affleck.
Ciao.